"Oh God, give us a church where kindness is not unusual." Acts 28:2. The islanders showed us unusual kindness. They built a fire and welcomed us all because it was rainy and cold. All right. Campfire time. Ta-da! So, the natives had this fire set up for them when they arrived. That means they were looking out at the sea. They were saying, you ever seen like an inevitable car crash? Oh, they gonna crash. That's what they were doing, looking out. Oh, they gonna crash. Oh no. Oh, they wobbly. They walking like someone in high heels. Oh, they walking wobbly. You know what's coming. Right there. They saw this shipwreck ready to happen. And once it did, they decided to, as an instinct, build a fire for them. And this was unusual. And Luke's writing this. So Luke said this is unusual. Why is this kindness unusual? Well, do you remember who was on the ship? The ship was loaded with 276 prisoners. Mostly prisoners. The ones who weren't prisoners were scallywags and kind of merchants, like real rough people, right? See, most of us, if we saw 276 mostly convicts, and the rest of them were just some stinky boat people, your instinct wouldn't be to build a fire, it'd be to pull for a firearm, am I right? I mean, come on, I think we're in kind of, right? So, because when the Greeks, and I'm Greek, so I have to take ownership of this, when they use the word natives, the word was actually barbarian. And see Greeks, especially at the time, they just call everybody barbarian. If you don't speak Greek, you're just called barbarian. See, they didn't take time to get into the nuances of different cultures and figure things out. See, they just lumped them all together. They said, if you don't speak how I speak, you don't think how I think, you don't look how I look. Okay, are we not relating that? Hold on. You don't vote how I vote. If you don't believe this Bible verse, how I believe this Bible verse, if you do not have a heart for this cause like I do, if you don't affirm what I affirm or disavow what I disavow, I'm going to lump you in a category. And let me tell you something, I'm so glad that in 2023, we've gone so past this. We're so much more civilized now. Isn't that great, guys? I mean, we don't do that. We don't put people in categories. We don't get into echo chambers. We don't think it's my way or the highway. Like, we're not open to asking where I am. We're not open to asking if this is really, truly what God is doing in the moment. I'm so glad that we're so much more advanced than these ancient Greeks.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Malta was not just for Paul. Malta was for Dr. Luke. To know that there are people who have kindness, who are different from you. And not to lump everybody together just because they're different and reject them. It says the natives were kinder than the strangers in the land. And why is that important? That's important because we should be asking why. Because the Bible says that we are strangers. So, this world is not our home. Thank you, sweetie. Fire. Oh, she drew a fire. It's actually really, really good. So, thanks for your kindness. So, if you put your faith in Jesus, then you are a blood-bought believer. This world is not your home. You put your faith in Jesus, heaven is your home. You are not a native. And so you better not let the people who are outside the church outdo you in love. And I'm not saying to agree with everything. I'm not saying to absolutely put your stamp and seal of approval on everything. I'm not saying everyone is correct. What I am saying is you got to show kindness. And those outside the church should not be kind to those inside. And that should be a prayer that we have is, oh God, give us a church where kindness is not unusual.